I don't think I think social media has brought more light to it. I think women have always been out there. I mean, I don't think that's nothing new.
Women have been okay being side chicks and messing with married men for years.
Oh, they've been doing it for years. I don't think it's ever stopped.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't think that's ever been a look. Social media has increased the knowledge of people's foolishness. When we was kids, I mean, I knew what went on in my neighborhood and my state and some of the government because of the news, but I didn't know what was going on in Florida and with this person, that person. Like now we can see, now we can come together and say, man, it's a lot of foolishness going on. But at the end of the day, it's always happened. It's always happened.
But you don't think it's getting worse?
I think that what's getting worse is getting worse that we're going away from tradition in this country. This country has always been built on tradition, and now we're going away from it because again, they want to remove certain things. Look, I can get deep, but I'm just saying they want to remove certain things from the household, which is God. And then what they try to do is they try to make your household make them money. And they're doing that successfully because they're allowing major things happen with men and women. They pit us against each other, especially in our community. So of course things are changing in that way. They're going away from tradition here. But I'm just saying, I look at it worldly, and it ain't nothing changed. Nothing has changed. If you believe that a man that is married to a woman 50 years in China, Iraq, Russia, United States have not had other women, and other women are okay with it, we'll be foolish to think that.
Okay, I just want to say a little thing right now. Can y'all hear me right now? Okay.
Go ahead, D-Town.
This is not what we need to be teaching our black girls and our stuff like that. No, bro. No. This is not what we got. I got 2 daughters, fam. For what you talking about, what y'all saying right now on this panel, bro, it just does not make sense. And then all the women agree on bringing back shame, and y'all still fighting. That's the problem right there. This is the problem right there.
Well, sir, can I tell you something? Okay, I'm gonna give you a hard dose of reality.
But let me just say this. It's like you say, it's in my household we gonna do this, and this. But when you talking to the general people, it's you can do whatever. No, fam, that's not how we supposed to do that. Like I don't understand. The black people, hold on. The black people need to get on one accord, okay? Whatever you do in your house, and if it's working, that's good. That means that somebody else's child needs to have that same structure, okay? That's just what it is. Not men and women need to be shamed, okay? Yep. That's just what it is. I don't like so. Stop saying that, okay? And let's figure out something else. You know.
All right. Well, let me keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, and then let me explain something about girls and dads and how that relationship goes. You can only teach your daughter and tell your daughter good from bad, right from wrong, and all that other shit. As soon as because it's gonna be coming up in June or May. As soon as she tosses that motherfucking hat up in the air and that motherfucker come down, she's her own motherfucking woman. And she's not going to listen to daddy and all that other stuff. She's going to go do what the fuck she wants to do.
That's understood, brother. Yo, if she tossed her thing, bro, she's going to...
Okay, sir.
Let me jump in here, man.
It doesn't matter what I say, because at the end of the day, if she meets a motherfucker like me, she's going to change. Even with my daughter, anybody's daughter, when they meet a man, the rules are different.
Well, speak for your daughter, bro. Just speak for your daughter, bro.
No,
yeah, man.
Speak for your daughter, bro. That's all I'm saying. You speak for your daughter, and I'm a young father, bro. I'm 30 years old.
I'm saying, okay, you don't think I'm fucking daughters? You don't think I was out there fucking somebody's daughter? What are you talking about,
brother?
I'm not speaking. Man,
we talking about the topic was should we bring back shame, bro? That's the topic.
So
hold on. Trigger Mike, because Malefiso wanted to go next, and then Trigger Mike. But the fact is, what D-Town says, if we all get on one accord, women will change. You know why women aren't changing? Because you got women like me. You got women
what they doing? What they doing, my love? What they doing?
Hold on, D-Town.
Okay, 10-4. 10-4.
You know why? Because I'm calling out hoes, and guess what? You got simp ass men saying, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Now imagine if we all got on one accord.
But Q, when you ask them about their daughter, they say, "Nah, I won't let them do. I want my daughter to do." That's right.
Same for my daughter.
You shouldn't, but Steve, you're right. You shouldn't let your daughter do it. But guess what? Your daughter's a grown-ass woman when she hits a certain age. But guess what, Steve? If all men were holding women accordingly, if she met a Quentin, and then Quentin was going to shame a woman because X, Y, and Z, she would have to move a certain way. That's why we all need to move in one accord, but we won't. Because we got people like, it doesn't matter. Whatever. But go ahead, Palefiso, you're next. And then Trigger Mike.
Look, I just want to run it back to what you were saying, man mindset. Who the fuck are we to dictate what women should or should not do? And I want to go back to a lot of your talking point, man of character. And there sounds like you prefer to shame soft-ass men. Now,
No,
man of character, a man of...
I'm sorry, but I help men like you do. I do this, but see, I do it as a man. You just probably coddle. But go ahead, I'll let you finish.
Oh, hell no. So this is what I mean. I'm a man of character, and I will die on the hill where I think what is right is right. Hence why the approach that I take. Now, talking about daughters, I've got a 4-year-old baby girl. Now, you're right, and I agree with you can teach your daughter whatever the hell you want to do. But as she grows up to be an adult, she's going to do whatever it is that she wants. I have a different opinion on that. How I treat her mother is what she's going to look for in a man in the world. Now, I'm betting my life on that as a father, right? But that's what character is to me, is that what I think is right, I'll defend. And in these panels, these are talking points, I'll defend that. I'm not going to sit here and go, who the hell am I? I'm a man of character. Here are my character. Here are the values that I'm going to follow through, and I'll defend it, right?
I understand.
And I think that this is the problem we have, is that men don't stand up for the things and values that they believe in, so much so that they can have these discussions and say, well, that's my value. I want to stand strong on that. And if you're going to shame me, great. You can take it or leave it.
Women, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt this. That was another guy I wanted to talk.
You want to rebuttal him before Trigger Mike?
Okay, yeah, well, okay. I just wanted to say, I understand what you're saying with your 4-year-old daughter, but you have to understand there is something that is triggering that goes beyond the rules, and that is emotion. That is something driven in these girls that has freedom. They're going to get in college. They're going to drink. Some are going to smoke. Some are going to fuck. Some are going to do whatever they want to do. And regardless of what you tell them, they're going to smile in daddy's face and say, Daddy, wait, shh, I'm talking to my dad. Yes, Daddy, I'm over here studying. Because what's going to happen is if you start helicoptering your daughter after she gets old, you got to tell her, look, the only one that loves you is dad. That's the best thing you do to your daughters. And the only man that's going to love you is dad. But sometimes that's not enough for an emotional woman that is driven by a real man. Like nature, they are drawn to men. They will give that pussy up. Even going to church and praying and doing all that stuff, they will give the ass up. And there's nothing we can do about it, but it be there for them to either pick up the pieces or keep telling them you love them. Bottom line.
Is it shameful for men to sleep with a lot of women?
All right, let me get in there.
It's a little different. Go ahead, Trigger Mike.
All right, man. Black men looking weak as hell right now, man. I was just coming in the chat, but my heart hurts. So somebody asked, who are we to tell women what to do? Well, that's a good goddamn question. We are fathers. We are husbands. But more importantly, more technically speaking, we are taxpayers that have to foot the bill for their fucking badass behavior. Because I want to tell you something. Even though these women don't get married, and let me be very clear, if you are single and you're a woman that wants to be single and you don't want to involve yourself with anybody else, it is your prerogative. You can do whatever you please. But don't these women also end up having children? They do. And we got to foot the bill for that shit. So that's who the fuck I am, somebody who's done footing the bill for their irresponsible behavior. Because whether or not they settle it down, buckle down, and have kids, they're going to overinfuse the system with money from school that they can't pay for because they don't got a job good enough. I'm tired of paying for that. And then they're going to have 1 or 2 kids. Did you know something? because I'm mathematic, right? I teach math, I do all that type of stuff. Did you know that a black woman in this country, America, all she has to do is have one child to qualify for about 75% of all public assistance on the average black woman's salary? Did you know that? One child, out of wedlock or not, she's already taken our tax dollars. That's who the hell we are. That's what white America, Asian America, Nigerian America, that's why everybody tired of their shit. They are drag on society. So when we say we're done with them and who the hell are we? We are people that's telling them to get their act right before they out in the cold. Are y'all ready to see a bunch of women homeless? Because AI about to do that shit.
Well, what about AI boys who rap all fuck up?
Yeah, hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm not done.
Oh, okay, shit.
So when you say that daughters are gonna do whatever they want, that is pure cap. I understand that grown women. Hold on. Let me land the plane. Go ahead and take the outcomes from girls who had their fathers in their life, guiding them throughout their life. Those outcomes are drastically different. I understand that you think children will depart from what they are taught, but they will come back to that knowledge at some point. All right. Wives come from wives. Husbands come from husbands. They don't depart from your teaching if you stay on them. You're not about to tell me a bunch of people in my family ended up single moms. I got wives in my household. Period. That's it. Okay. So stay on them. I don't know, like, why you out here teaching people that
instead of talking to an emotional woman, why don't you talk to a logical boy and tell him to wrap his fucking shit up?
Yeah, I got four. I got four sons. I got four sons.
Why are we talking about rap?
Okay.
We got to do math here. We got to do math. If most boys are not having sex, and there are more male virgins.
You believe this?
Then, hold on. There are more male virgins than there are female virgins, and there are virgins over 30 that are male. But yet women are only choosing 20% of men. Are you talking about men wrapping it up? Why are we talking about men wrapping it up?
What we're saying is, first of all, I'm not promoting. I promote abstinence totally, right? So that's what, if you want to talk to me, what I talked about to my sons, that's what I promote. I'm not promoting none of that. But what I will say is, we cannot shame one without acknowledging the shame for the other. I got four sons. I got four sons. I got four sons. And I tell them, it is your responsibility. The child comes from you. She incubates that child for you. That child comes from you. You need to be responsible. The biggest thing that a man has is what? His word and him being consistent and disciplined. And if we don't have the discipline, then how can we expect in the Bible the weaker vessel to be the lead? So basically what we saying is, God, look, you're talking about shaming. Let's talk about this for a little bit. You said we should shame. Look, I don't mind for us to have conversation about it and educate others. Now, when you're talking about shaming, you're saying, hey, I can throw rocks and hide my hands, because we all should have some shame, because we all are judged by one. But if we're going to say, it's okay to judge others and then say, I got wives in my family. How do you know that they're not with married men? How do you know they're not sleeping with married men? So don't act like every single person on this planet has something in order for them to be judged upon. That's all I'm saying.